Obsessive thinking is a disease. For the people that I work with, there's no time to think. There's only time to act. You see, when bullets are flying by your head, you don't have time to think about what's going to happen in the future, what's happened in the past. You can only be in the present moment and focus on what's happening right now. That's the key thing. You can't be out of the present moment, because that's when the fear starts to kick in, the mind starts to talk, and then you start to get afraid. What I would like to do is show you an exercise that I do with some of my SEALs, some of the Special Forces guys that you have to get ready really quickly to go, and how we put them in the present moment by introducing a little bit of danger. What I'd like to do is call out Officer Daryl Burton, please, to come assist me with this drill. And what we're going to do is, when you introduce an edge weapon, the mind and the body starts to go. So can I borrow your place over here? He has no time to think. The thing is sharp. He has no idea where the angle is going to come from, the different types of pressure that I might put on him. Thank you, sir. That went better than I think, We didn't have any blood or anything, so that's good. But really, guys, what makes people like my good friend, Officer John Riddle, picture here to the left, get ready to storm in when bullets are coming across, What makes him not worry about getting shot? What makes him worry about not going home to his wife, Michael Jordan making the winning shot. The drill takes a little bit out of you from breathing. Michael Jordan taking the winning shot over here. Why is he not afraid to shoot? The great Laird Hamilton. He's riding a wave the size of a building. He's not afraid to fall off. Why? He's not afraid to drown. Why? So how did they do it? You see, every single one of these people have one thing in common. They weren't up in their heads obsessively thinking, obsessively worrying about what's about to happen. They weren't up in their heads worrying about what other people will say, about losing, about dying, about getting shot. They're right there in the present moment. The master, Bruce Lee, said, "Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water." The key to this secret is empty the mind. You have to empty the mind of the chitter-chatter that always tells you what you can, what you can't do, that makes you afraid. You have to quiet that. Only when you can quiet that do you come into the present moment. When you're in the present moment, then you can truly be like water and flow. When obstacles come, you can flow around them. Some obstacles you might have to crash through. Others you might have to find a crack and seep through. But you will never be caught off guard. You see, obsessive thinking is a disease. If your mind is not at ease, it's in a state of dis-ease. So, I propose thought catching. How many of us have tried to sit down and meditate or think of nothing? Can you raise your hand? Well, what's the first thing that comes in your mind? You're sitting over there thinking of nothing. You're like, I'm going to think of nothing. But the act of thinking of nothing is thinking of something. And that drives you crazy. How long can you sit there? I've tried this for many, many years. And that's how I lost all my hair. So the idea becomes, what we have to do here is change the paradigm. When you go sit quietly, a thought catcher, okay? Because when a thought comes in your head, the moment you catch the thought, you become present. That's the idea. Now, that moment of presence might last only 5 seconds or 1 second. But then the next time the thought comes, you catch that too. It's like ding. It's like I score a basket. I put a deposit in my piggy bank every time I catch the thought. Because as I start to catch the thought, I try to reprogram my mind, reprogram my brain so that I can be in the present moment. You'll notice that as you walk around through the rest of your day and you practice this, it'll start to happen automatically. Your brain has this power to catch the thoughts on its own once you've trained it and keep you in heightened states of awareness and longer moments of presence. Okay? Now, I want to give you a little bit more assistance in that 5 minutes or so that you take to catch your thoughts. What can you focus on? So I'm going to give you 2 more secrets. Breathing and listening can only happen in the present moment. You can't breathe 30 seconds from now for now, and I can't breathe 5 seconds ago for now. I can only breathe right now in the present moment. That's why, ancient traditions in Tai Chi and yoga tell you the way to self-mastery is mastering the breath, because it's the direct connect to the present moment. We have to know why. Now, the other thing we want to add to this is sound. When I breathe in and I take a deep breath into my belly, and I breathe out, I create a sound. The breath that I take in, I've watched that as it goes into my belly, and then when I breathe out, the sound that I create, I listen to that. This keeps me in a biofeedback loop of being in the present moment. Now, when I to my mind, I catch it. So you have 3 things you put together. Catching your thoughts, sitting quietly, breathing in, and making a specific sound. But I want to give you a sound that's a little bit more powerful that we can do. And we're going to do this together. And I'd really about crowd participation in this to really make this work, okay? So I'm going to go first, and then we're going to do it together, okay? Yeah? Good. All right. So the first sound we're going to make is going to come from your throat, and it's going to be the sound that A makes. And it goes like this. Okay? We're going to do this together. Breathe in. Very nice. Now, the next one we're going to do is the sound that you make. It goes like this. Ooh. Okay, we're going to do that together. Ready? Breathe in. Deep breath into your belly. Ooh. Very nice. Do you feel the vibration? Okay, tune yourself into that vibration. We're going to make an M sound, okay? It goes like this. So we're going to do that together, okay? Breathe in. Very nice, very nice. Now what we're going to do is put this A, U, and M, the sounds they make, together. Okay, and it sounds like this. Okay, ready? Try it together. Breathe in. Big breath in. One more time. Very nice. So what we're doing here is we're creating the Om sound. Let me tell you something about the Om sound that's very interesting. If you study sound, you will notice that sound is created when 2 objects strike each other. Okay? All ordinary audible sound. For example, when a bow goes across a string, when a drum hammer hits a drummer, when the waves crash against the shore, okay? When your 2 vocal cords go across. But the only sound you can make that comes from inside without the banging of 2 is the Om sound. This Om sound contains all octaves of all sound. That's why they call it the sound of the universe. So you have 3 very powerful tools here. You take 5 minutes out of your day. Go sit quietly, preferably outside. Start doing this. Breathe in. Do your Om sound. And as you're doing that, you're focusing on catching your thoughts, because thoughts are going to come. The first thing is going to be like, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? Trust me, it's going to come right away. But the moment you catch it, you're going to be present and back to your breathing. But then it's going to come again, maybe in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4, and then it's going to keep going. So you have to know that that's what's happening, but you're starting to reprogram your mind by catching your thoughts. You're using your breath and sound to stay in the present moment. And when you go out, you catch your thought and you come in. This training can really help you raise your awareness levels of you, how you are in an environment, how you act and react with other people in the environment, and how that all goes together. The three of you, other people in the environment. For the people that I work with, they have to be in this optimal zone because it's about life and death. But why aren't the rest of us in this optimal zone enjoying life? That's really what it's about. When you can stop the chitter-chatter in your mind, that's when we can get to self-mastery and heightened states of awareness. Okay, so what I want you to think about when you go home, try this. It's an experiment. 5 days. Okay, take 5 minutes a day. Do it 5 times a day for 5 days. That's 25 minutes a day over 5 days, and see the change that comes. It's quite magical. Because remember something. Yesterday's history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So become thought catchers, my friends.